again. Now, it's a cast-in-place foundation that has a very unique floor plan that kind of sits and spreads out and has a fanning back wall, basically of 3 sections. The cast-in-place foundation has had many cracks in it diagonally as well as horizontally, which we know causes structural damage to any structure. Now, there has been a change in grade outside, sidewalk change, patio change, trees removed. I mean, tens of thousands of dollars spent outside to rectify the why this happened. So I, Stephen, with Waterproof Solutions, took a very slow approach, having been in this house prior to repairs that had been done, either right, wrong, working, or failing. This is a former window that is not a window anymore, that has the vent for the dryer going through it, as well as a window well drain that's going into a drain tile system. The system runs the whole back of the wall. Again, another drain coming into the system. You can see the footing comes out to here because that's where the drain tile then pops back down and goes under. This crack here, there's some other cracks that are hidden by the coating, which we can see this coating is at least 1/4 of an inch thick in the least areas and going up to 3/8 in other areas or more. So we've went in and we've done an injection of closed cell urethane in here to try and stop the leaking. And that's where you see a lot of this foam that's back. So we've done a decent job of stopping that. We had what we felt was something that was sitting still. We've been over the course of several months. Now I've been on the back side of the repair. This has been going over the course of a couple of years. As we make our way around, now the front of the house being over there, it's the back of the house, the garage over there, we're making our way around the back. Now there's a bathroom that's right here. So this is the reason we're getting into this is, you know, you stick your finger in the dike up to a certain point, and then it's going to affect the next weakest area. Well, windows are always weak areas, and this is another drain that we see, which they kind of put right through the tile floor here. Now, this is a vapor barrier that's put up. So this is, they knew they were here because this had to get put in. That's put underneath the wood. So that is a cove plate type vapor barrier for the water to make it in behind. So this break right here is now broken open again. This was repaired poorly a long time ago, but that horizontal's running its way in above, and then the one that we saw. So with this horizontal continuing to run as we get past the bathroom, they decided to go ahead and continue opening up to make sure that we've got this thing covered. And this is a pivoting point. Now we talked about this cast-in-place foundation having wing walls. They're all poured at one time monolithically, but one of those corners is right here, and it's clearly broke. And the wall has moved laterally in, as we see the break in here, and that crack runs all the way up. Now, this wall is a load-bearing wall across the back. All the floor joists are sitting on it. So as a wall has lateral push, it stands a little shorter than it was originally. So we are at no point in time now do we feel that it's sticking any more closed cell urethane and epoxy injections is going to get this done. It's our opinion that there needs to be some reinforcement done. Now, I don't feel like we need to put soldier beams in, which is a very severe repair, which puts you a pier leg and the beam runs up the wall and connects the 3 floor joists, but there will be carbon fiber diagnosed that will be put on 6-foot centers on these walls, so that not only do we run the actual cracks, make sure that they're injected properly, but then strip that off and carbon will be put onto the wall so that it has tensile strength that's lost now. That's why you have the 2 diagonals and the horizontal, so we have this type of movement. Fortunately, the drainage system seems to be working pretty good. The house is a radon house. Do you have radon here?
No.
Okay. We do have an open pit here is the reason I said that, but that's not going to be a big issue. That pump's not plugged in right now, I want to make note of too. So at the end of the day, the floor should be sealed back up, so this wood should probably be taken back out and clean all that out so that the concrete be put all the way back. They cheated when they put the drain tile system in. It's something to be talked about, either being redone or having it sealed closed. It seems to be working, so there's no real reason to be putting more in, but I would clean it up and close it up so that you don't have things walking into the house from the rock below. So, last but not least, this panel will need to be lifted up and tilted up so that we can get behind this properly. That looks to be just like hydraulic cement here. And this is an epoxy over the top of that. This is where we've actually gotten down to the concrete to actually do something, you know, significant. So at the end of the day, a lot more of this has to be happening. So there's a lot of prep that has to happen. It's a very dusty process, which is about to happen. But got to break some eggs to make an omelet. But this will give the house the structural integrity that it needs right now, as well as finish up on the waterproofing aspects. If there's any questions that you have, my cell phone is 636-236-9933. My name is Stephen Burton. I'm the president and owner of Waterproof Solutions. Thank you.